some of the benefits of coaching groups. Everyone has one of these handouts, right? Yours isn't filled in yet. So I want to start with the benefits of group coaching for the coach. So the first one is that you can make a greater impact and grow your business more quickly. Make a greater impact and grow your business more quickly. How many people are coaching and are interested in group coaching because you want to make a big difference? Like you have a message, you have something you want to get out there. Like this is not just making money, but it's like you know that there are people out there you're meant to serve. And I think that that's a lot of us. That's a big part of why we do what we do. And the fact is, if we're solely focused on one-on-one coaching, there's a limit to the impact we can make. The highest number of one-on-one clients I ever had at any one time was 24. Made me crazy. Did not like working with 24 clients. I found it was overwhelming. It was just too much to do, and I just couldn't keep good track of it. And that's only 24 people. You know, since that time, and I've really shifted to the group model, I mean, I feel like I can actually reach and serve and impact hundreds of clients potentially over the course of the year. So if you're really looking at making a big impact, having that shift from one-on-one, or at least adding group coaching, is really going to be able to enable you to serve a lot more clients. The grow the business more quickly part also really relates to the second benefit. So the second benefit is it establishes your expertise and credibility. And that's part of what ties it to growing your business. One of the ways group coaching helps you grow your business faster is that typically your group coaching option is going to be a more affordable option. That's how most people offer their groups, that it's a lower price option than one-on-one coaching. So if you're running into the money, any new coaches or experienced coaches run into that money objection? Yeah, so when you have another option, a more affordable group coaching option, you're going to be able to grow your business more quickly, because when you run into that money objection and you really work with them and say, is this a real money objection, or is there something else in the way? And you learn, oh, no, this price point of my one-on-one coaching is just not in alignment with what they want to invest right now. It's amazing when you can say, well, you know what? Instead of one-on-one coaching, I'm going to have a group coaching program coming up very soon that I think you would really get a lot of value from. And it's a third the investment of my one-on-one coaching, or whatever that price may be. So when you can have an option that's more affordable, it enables you to grow your business more quickly. And then this credibility and expertise piece. So one of the coaches that was in my group coaching success program last year, a coach named Brenda from Canada, new coach, she was a newer coach, started coaching groups as she was growing her business. And I just talked to her about a month ago, and I was talking to some people, past people in my programs, and I said, what did you find most beneficial for you coaching groups? She said, Michelle, you know, it impacted my income for sure, and she talked about what Victoria talked about, which is also the stabilization of the income in addition to just additional income. But she said, the thing for me, Michelle, I think that has most benefited for me is I am now seen as a leader and an expert in what I coach on. And her marketing was very interesting. We can talk about that a little. Well, I'll say it now in case I forget, because it impacts this credibility. This is a marketing strategy that I almost never recommend because it hardly ever works, but for her, it worked. She did ads in her local community newspaper. And that also helped build her credibility because people saw her advertising her group program in her local community newspaper. But she said that was, you know, the income has been great, but by being a leader, by doing groups, by advertising, I'm now recognized as someone that is expert and really knows what they're doing when it comes to working with women in transition. And she was asked by a big kind of figure in the community group to lead a weekend-long retreat that one of the civic organizations wanted to put together, and they didn't have anyone to lead the retreat, and someone said, oh, we should call Brenda. So the other thing that's so funny about this, you know, we're so interesting, but just by the very fact that we decide to offer a group, we're seen as more credible. Can you see how that would be true? You know, it's one thing to hang out your shingle and say, oh, I coach clients one-on-one, but if you're offering a group and you're out there promoting it and doing some of the things that I'm going to teach you today when it comes to marketing, you're held in higher regard, you're held in a higher esteem because you run groups. So you'll build your credibility and expertise. The third one is your hourly revenue will skyrocket. And we could play with the numbers, but it's probably not the best use of our time. But when you do group coaching, even if you're charging a significantly lower fee than your one-on-one coaching, you're going to find that your hourly rate is significantly higher. So one of the best ways to to really blow your hourly rate or hourly earnings out of the water is by coaching groups. And of course, that's going to impact your overall income. The fourth one is it's a great way to reach new market segments. And that's related to what we've talked about already, which is by having your group coaching option being a lower priced alternative, you're going to be able to serve and reach people who otherwise would find that your one-on-one rates are just out of their budget. So you're really able to serve a larger market and a newer market, a different market than if you're just focused on coaching clients one-on-one. And then the last big benefit for the coach is that it'll really improve your coaching skills. You know, when you do group coaching, in some ways I sometimes think group coaching is easier than one-on-one coaching because there's all this energy in the group and you can, ask the group for their feedback, and sometimes you can kind of sit back and watch the group do its thing. So I sometimes joke that, group coaching is actually easier. But in other ways, your skills grow because you need to learn how to be a laser coach. You need to learn how to help people bottom line. You need to learn how to kind of delicately jump in when there's a moment when someone's going on too long and bring the conversation and the discussion back to where it is. So I really want you to leave today thinking that you can coach groups. So one of the things we're going to talk about is some things that will help you get started even if you've never coached groups before. And it's a great way to really build your skills when you've coached groups.